according to the judge, is a secular state. If they want to wear hijab to go to a Muslim school, but these Lagos State public schools, they must conform to what is it. So who is on which side? And I know, let's start with Nima.
You are on my side.
Yes.
So for me,
what are your thoughts on this thing, on this judgment, especially this judgment?
I said something yesterday. For me, it is an injustice to some extent.
Okay.
Because not every parent, yesterday I went to school until immediately after the show, because something just woke up in my head that I have a daughter and I have exposed her. She comes home singing all the rhymes. You know, at her age, I'm not establishing my faith in her mind, which is something I would not love. Every one of you here would not love that. At some point in time, your children don't actually carry out your faith in their house until they are adults. So now, yesterday I just went school hunting. I found out that some of these schools are quite expensive. And for some parents, they want to teach their children these things. It is part of faith for a girl that is above puberty. So, yes, for a girl that is above puberty. And for the girl in question, how this thing started, it was a secondary school, she was above the age.
Okay.
She was above the age, and her parents are saying this is how she should dress. Now, what the school is saying is that because it's against public policy, and I have a lot of questions as what is against public policy.
Let me come to Jumoke because I haven't heard Jumoke's views on this. Jumoke, the judge is saying that Nigeria is a secular state.
I agree with you.
So what?
Let your religion be between you and your God. Keep it private. It's a divisive rule that the colonialists used against us. They amalgamated us in a way that will never have peace. Now, aside from ethnic, that you are Igbo, I'm Yoruba, in our family, I'm Christian, you're Muslim, we'll start fighting ourselves. Now, when a Christian girl goes to a Muslim school, Nima, does she have a right to now go to court, Christian Students Association, and say they are forcing her to wear hijab, and then she wants the expression of her rights? The point I'm driving at is, if there are rules by the school that you're taking your children to, abide by those rules. The reason the government is saying let our schools be secular is because religion is divisive.
The constitution.
Wait, let me answer. But remember what she said?
Yes.
That some people cannot afford private schools, and they have forced their children. So you cannot afford a private school, but you can only want your child to go to public school. Now public school is now saying you can't wear hijab.
Hold on. Let me finish, Nima. Public schools have taken into cognizance that after puberty is when most women go into the university. So you can wear your hijab in university. But you're still most girls are below, maybe you get into puberty in secondary school. And we want to unite everybody. We want uniformity. Even look at universities now. We have now started talking about uniforms, because if you say you want to wear your hijab and the other girl says she wants to express her own nakedness, how do we reconcile?
Okay.
How do we reconcile?
Yes. All right, Nima, I'll come to I know you're waiting.
Now, the Constitution provides for everybody's right to religion and freedom of thought. And in a particular section, I'm trying to look for it, but it's not fast for me. The Constitution also provides that you are allowed to in public places to express your religion and not be discriminated against based on religion, your gender, and all that. But you have to respect a private establishment that teaches its religion, teaches a particular religion under its establishment. That answers our question. That answers the question.
Okay.
Now this is a public school.
Okay.
That's the only area where that person, all of us can have our rights respected, no matter what.
Okay.
Then when you restrict it to a private school, I have to respect what I get there. That is where that different have to sing the rhymes to me at home now.
Okay, gotcha.
Does it mean that the public schools don't have their own perspective? The school
public schools are guided by law. They are created by law. They are guided by law. That's why I come now.
No, sorry, Nima. Something happened yesterday. Somebody said that if there are different religions, there's the traditional, the Kauri wearing, there's the white garment. Now, if everybody saying, okay, I have in a public school, I want to express myself. You come with a juju, yeah.
And this one comes with and this one comes with
and the mother comes naked. I don't have any
religion. It's a matter of choice. I keep saying it. Just because you as an alawo,
Yeah.
refuse to exercise your own in your dressing because you know people will think you are doing well. And I am bold. Wait, let me finish. I am bold. I'm willing to wear my hijab and express my faith. Does not mean that because you are ashamed of your faith, I should be denied.
You're saying, what I'm hearing you say that the Alawo girl chooses to, she can wear it.
Respect it.
Chooses, she can wear it.
Yes. You
Let's not attack.
Because when you go to public places, now let me answer Uwa. You find a lot of evangelists.
Yes.
Preaching in public places, abusing the rights of my own. Because imagine a bus. I got in a bus. I paid for myself.
Yeah.
I have a right to my privacy and quietness in the bus.
Yeah.
But you are abusing me by preaching, and I respect you. I don't say anything. I've never had a confrontation with any of them because maybe that is how far they can go to express it. Now I'm wearing my head covering and I'm wearing you. So that some people will even confront you in the bus and say, Madam, is you are talking to give your life to God?
That's personal.
No,
That's totally personal.
That is the intolerance we are talking about.
Yes.
That is the intolerance that
I agree.
the situation that I agree. This band on ground that we have now.
I agree that there's
intolerance.
intolerance.
To tolerate every other person. We will not have this situation on ground.
Wait, hold on.
We will grow up respecting the other person that I have a friend, she's a Muslim, this is how she dresses.
Yes.
I agree that there's intolerance.
I understand.
I agree that there's intolerance. You come into a bus, you listen to my preaching, but then I'm running away from you. I'm saying, this girl, I don't know if she's having a bus.
Let me tell you something.
Where did the bomb
Ben,
start?
are you there? Ben. Hello. Good morning. Yeah, first time caller. Go ahead.
I think I'm going to answer the promotion. I think Islam is supposed to be a peaceful religion.
Very
But
peaceful.
I think the Muslims is the one.
Oh, yeah.
Now the point that we take to drive back is to say that as long as there is intolerance, if I go to a school and I say I want to express my freedom of expression, I like to dress naked, and I'm going to a school naked, will you send your child to that school?
Pause.
Can I say
You know that if you enter a bus, there should be rules and regulations also.
Of course.
Because when you go
It
abroad,
is because what presidents don't demand for their rights. That is why somebody can be shouting. My point. Jumoke is trying to get to the line and now in the military is an institution, right?
Yeah.
In sports, it's an institution. Everything there are rules and regulations. You cannot see somebody wearing hijab in the military.
but hear what she's saying.
Hold on.
We are intolerant because if the boss, that's a very good example. There are rules and regulations in the boss. We stand up for the old woman, for the old woman,
We don't implement it. I use the military. Can you go and preach in a bus in UK?
I have one answer.
Everybody, I have a call. Olatunji, are you there?
Let's quickly take this. The judge said it is a secular state.
Yes.
We have a provision under the constitution that says that no state shall adopt a religion.
Yes.
But the same constitution recognizes all religions to the extent that we take our oath recognizing the books of our certain faith and every faith.
Yes.
We recognize all our holidays, all religious holidays, and we say we have a secular state.
Yes.
But the civil ourselves,
Yes. Lima, you can
this kind of denial. No, I don't tell me this is what she's saying.
One at a time.
I'm listening to what she's saying. But you see, where is the place of uniformity in a school? Exactly. School setting, for goodness sake. If they truly want to wear hijab, they should go to. Let's them go to a hijab wearing school. Because in public schools, we've seen a lot of lawlessness. We don't say because I agree. Because we don't say because I'm a Muslim, I must carry your hijab. Okay. When you get to the gate of your school, put your hijab in your bag. I went to a Muslim school in Kaduna State, Sheikh Abubakar Kubi College. It was a strictly Muslim school. But they did not force it on us. But when they started forcing on us, we were tying a tie. Because we were the ones that took our test to
I have a call. Kelly, are you there?
Yes.
Oh, please, help me calm the temper
I
here.
would not like us to take this thing beyond what it is. Do you understand?
Okay.
Religion should be kept private. It's between you and God.
That's all.
It's not something you come to public school to come.
That's what I'm saying.
Be within you. You don't need to use a dressing or whatever to tell people that.
Do you know later she started saying that in house that she was saying that look at me in the eyes, look at me in the eyes. Man was saying, you don't know which guy this guy carry for her body. So he pretended like he didn't even understand the house that she spoke. And he was speaking English that I can't understand what you're saying. And he now drove off. Luckily for him, my sister's plane landed. So we are.
Welcome back. Still on the topic. The National Orthopedic Hospital, Igbobi, Lagos, sacked 2 nurses, female nurses, for wearing hijab while on duty. The nurses, Mrs. Fasilat and Lawal and Sakinat Sanusi relied on the prescription of the regulatory body, that's the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria, which says nurses should either wear nurse cap or shoulder-length hijab, as contained in a circular dated February 11, 2002. Though the nurses approached the court to obtain an injunction against further actions by the management, this did not deter the hospital management, as the two nurses were still fired. So we're still on this hijab matter. But you know what? Let us take tweets. I'll take 5 from each.
Yeah, being
But no, because before you now say that Nima was lying.
Okay,
That's why I have to answer
take
it.
the tweet and answer
I
it.
am a lawyer. I have never seen anyone wear hijab to court. You have not attended a magistrate court. If you attend magistrate court where I have attended, you would have seen me in my
Next.
hijab.
All right.
So the one I say that it could set us apart. The issue the reason why it could set us apart is because we are intolerant with every religion except the one that favors us.
Yeah.
So please
Continue.
accept every
You are accepting the wrong girls.
Continue. Oh, yeah.
Don't we already know we are intolerant?
No Sandra says about the hijab issue, it is a core part of Islam, and the government has to respect that because there's freedom of to express faith. And then
Which is why there's Muslim schools.
Should we move to Joe?
move to how because I'm
If they grant your choice,
Yes.
we all have different choices. They can't grant all of us our choices. There must be uniformity.
Jumoke, you cannot discriminate against anybody over a right that the Constitution has guaranteed. The Constitution has guaranteed the rights that these girls are trying to enforce for you and myself.
Yes.
You chose to leave it. I am saying, let's exercise it.
And let me
If I see you, if I call her